all about you. It's always
Always.
about. Hello, everyone. I'm Allison. And welcome to my weekly Meltdowns coverage of Celebrity Big Brother Season 2 tonight. We're not talking about an episode that aired because there wasn't an episode tonight. We're just talking, this is the preseason finale, kind of recap of everything, just a bunch of drama going on in the Big Brother Celebrity Big Brother house, stuff that's been going on with the Big Brother 20 cast. And we're going to do some DNA results with, Tyler because he swabbed his mouth. And now we're going to find out that he's really black, which I'm not surprised.
That's definitely not the case, considering how bad I got sunburned in one day at Puerto Rico.
We've already got people in the chat. Thomas the Talker, hey, how are you doing? The house is crazy tonight. It's been a while. Our last show was what? Last Friday?
Saturday.
I think it was Saturday. I can't remember. I don't even know what day it is. Kato left us, and now it's just Tom still lost inside his own head. This is going to be spoilery.
Another HOH.
Right. Another hold on. This is a little Benita in the chat. Hello, Benita. We've got we're going to be talking a lot of spoilery stuff. So if you're not interested, hello, Billy Mitchell in the chat. Just stop watching now.
Just stop watching now. We're just going to spoil all the shit for you.
And then come back. Kato's gone. Obviously, not a spoiler. Tom is HOH again. Tom has won veto, Ken, and is swimming around.
And his head is this huge.
I don't know what is going on. It's like they have a plan and then he obsesses on it. And now he's just was playing pool with Kandi, talking about how he wants to change things up. And I really hope he does.
Yeah, I will say though that this is like a prime example of like a week of like why I love Big Brother so much. It can be like a whole house against one person, and all it takes is that one person to win HOH, and then everybody has to scramble for their lives. And that's exactly what we're seeing this week happening to the power players, Natalie and Lolo. They're getting a taste of what it's like to be at the bottom for once, and some are taking it better than others, but it's definitely been an interesting week in the house, that's for sure.
It's been a lot of I don't know, it's just really weird. Tom nominated Natalie and Ricky and really wants Ricky out, and on the ass end of everything, they're going to actually vote Natalie out. Well, now Tom is talking about I want to use the veto on Natalie and try to get, just to guarantee that Ricky goes. And I don't know where this is coming from. Maybe he doesn't trust Tamar. Maybe he doesn't trust Kandi and Dina. I don't know, guys. Where do you think this is coming?
I think he's terrified of Ricky. And Ricky is
for good reason, though.
Yeah, he thinks Ricky is running everything, and I don't get it.
Ricky's over the whole game. Ricky is ready to leave. He doesn't give a shit. But he's making Tom thinks that he gives a shit.
Right.
And Tom's scared.
Honestly, I'm kind of rooting for Ricky to go out in this spot, just because how amazing would that be if the final 6 were the 5 women starting out and then Tom Green left. That is the kind of gender imbalance I'm here for, especially considering we started with 7 guys and 5 women.
Yes. It would be
Thomas in the chat said he would go for Lolo. Do you think if he used the veto and nominated Lolo, do you really think that they would get rid of her? I don't think so.
No, and I'll tell you why. In the last episode, we had a really great diary room session from Tamar that I thought was really, really great and spot on. She says she weighs the 2 options between Lolo and Natalie, and she says, Lolo is really crazy. She's a spitfire. She's not playing a really smart and good game. She's really playing emotionally with her heart and in the bad kind of way. And she wants to take out Natalie first. And I think that is a really, really good read. And I'm really glad that we saw Tamar say this, because that tells me that she's really trying to think ahead in terms of what's like the easiest path for her to get to the end. And so I think that she's doing a pretty good job convincing everybody that Natalie needs to go before Lolo.
I think that Tamar really has the best grip of the game, of
Absolutely.
course, because we know she's a super fan, but also her instincts are always spot on.
Absolutely. And, you know, this is where we were talking at the beginning of the season how Tamar has the advantage of knowing the game past like the 1 or 2 episodes they probably watched in Sequester. Tamar's been a long fan of Big Brother, and it's moments like these where it's showing.
Yeah, yeah. She's been watching as long as I have. So
Yeah.
she definitely knows the game.
But I was in the chat with you guys during the last show, but I wasn't able to make it because I was with my friend in Philly. But I really want to make the case here for Dina Lohan and how
Here we go. Can I play the piano music?
Seriously. And I'm gonna tie in Kandi with this too, because Kandi is really starting to impress me as well. You know, let's think back to this time.
By goats?
What's that?
You're impressed by goats?
That's the thing, Deb. You know, in a regular season of Big Brother, I would absolutely consider Kandi or Dina to be GOAT potential 100%. You know, they're the Karen of Big Brother Canada, if you will. They're the old lady that you take to the end, you know? But this is Celebrity Big Brother. This is a very different game we're talking about, where people are outside of the jury, you know, seeing like the show, seeing the live feeds, getting tweeted like things that are being said about them and everything, you know, kind of leaves a much bigger and more bitter taste in their mouths. And, you know, think back to this time last year, guys, who was our winner of Celebrity Big Brother? Not the mastermind in the house, Ross, who won like all of these comps. It was Marissa that ended up taking the win. And it wasn't even close either. Marissa got a lot of votes at the end. And I really could see a similar path with Dina or Kandi. You guys laugh now, but I'm telling you, we're on a path to a Dina or Kandi victory.
I would take Dina. I would take Kandi over Dina. I don't know, because let's be real for a second. Kandi and Dina haven't pissed anyone off.
Yeah.
If you go back and watch the show, they haven't really done anything to piss anyone off. If I'm on the jury, the Celebrity Big Brother jury, and I'm going back and watching the episodes, I mean, it's kind of like.
But just picture Kandi at the end with Tamar. Now Tamar knows the game. She knows what to say to a jury. She knows.
Right.
I totally agree with that, Deb. I think that Tamar is like the only real threat to win this game. Like I really honestly think the winner is one of those 3 ladies. It's either Dina, Kandi, or Tamar. I don't think Lolo stands a chance. I don't think Natalie will be there. I don't think Ricky will be there. Tom certainly won't be there.
You don't know that though. Tom could make it.
I mean, like, say Tom or Ricky or Lolo or Natalie get to the end, they're not winning this game, guys. I'm sorry. Like, yeah, they played a stronger game, but this is not how these celebrities think about like who they want to win this game.
Tom has to win out all the vetoes until the end.
Yeah, to even get to final 2, and he still won't win because he doesn't have the respect.
Yeah, but you have to think about it, though. These people are going home and watching the episodes. This is the one thing about Celebrity Big Brothers. They get to go home and watch it. Mm-hmm. And they're going to see all of this from, oh, God, the hair. Sorry, it's humid in Memphis. Anyway, so they get to see the stuff, you know, that went down. And they're going to see that Tom he's not a male chauvinist pig like they've been saying he is. Like, he aligned with the girls because he respected them. It didn't have anything to do with the crap that they have going on in their head.
You literally could replace Tom's name with Ross from last season in that same sentence you just said, Allison. He's like played with the women and like, yeah, he's had like a really strong game. But he won't have the respect at the end, unfortunately. And you know, this is one of those cases where like playing the stronger, flashier game isn't necessarily the path to victory. I mean, we saw it 3 different times, 3 different ways last year, between Marissa winning, between Paris winning, between Casey winning over like a like realistically a stronger person sitting next to them at the end. And that's probably the only compliment I'll ever give Tyler Crispin in my entire life. But, you know, we saw it. But we saw it 3 different ways, 3 different times. And I really think that we are on the same kind of trajectory here.
Speaking of Tyler Crispin, do you ever think that Tyler Crispin would be the least problematic right about now?
What a great segue, Deb.
Like, could there possibly be people from Big Brother 20 that you could hate more than Tyler Crispin at this moment? Is that what you're saying?
Well, funny you guys mentioned that. So I don't know if you guys in the chat, I'm sure you guys have been keeping up with all of the drama that has been happening, but
well, explain it because I don't really understand it. Like,
sure.
Explain as if I don't know.
Yeah. All right.
Like it sounds like she's a 4-year-old.
So here's the clickbait headline title. Falte is no more in real life. It all stems back to this basketball game. So essentially, as many of you guys know, Kevin Schreiber was diagnosed with prostate cancer.
Schleihuber.
Wait, how do you say it?
Schleihuber.
Schleihuber. All right, that rolls off the tongue. Love you, Kevin. You're great. So basically, a lot of Big Brother 20 Falte members all decided to get together and make like a huge giant fundraiser to support Kevin, to get him some money to help with the hospital bills, like the costs of curing this cancer and everything. Sorry, I have like something in my throat. So essentially they made this event for like a basketball game, Fessy versus Swaggy, and it was like a huge deal. And they were upfront with Kevin and like his family that like yes, like we're going to be taking some money away from this too, because like we are like the entertainment for the event. Sure. That's totally fine. That's pretty standard in events. I don't know like what you guys' experience is with like working events and stuff like that. But I mean, if you're being the entertainment and like the draw for the crowd, of course you're going to make money, like even if it's like a fundraiser thing. But then all this tea started spilling online, and it's just gotten super messy because Kevin's family has gotten involved on Twitter, primarily his daughters, and basically explaining that Swaggy and Bailey have collected more money, over $2,000, which only leaves Kevin with collecting $800. So they have gotten more money out of this event than Kevin, who like the event is for.
The event netted approximately $18,000.
Yeah.
Where did all that money go? Now I can understand if they had to pay, rent for the hall, whatever they, the gym, whatever they use,
yeah,
and insurance, and for airfare for the, the house guests to come or the talent to come.
Mm-hmm.
But besides that, that's not $18,000.
Yeah.
So
and apparently Kevin paid for his own flight. He paid for his own hotel. Like that all came like out of his pocket. And Kevin only walked away with $800. So this really is the fire festival of the Big Brother community, because you're right, Deb. Like everybody is asking, like, where did all of this money go? And what's even worse is that Bailey ended up messaging Kevin's daughter on Twitter and saying, "You better take these tweets down or we're going to have a serious problem," in a very like threatening kind of manner. And it's just gotten like super messy. Fessy and Haley have kind of backed themselves away from the situation because I'm not sure like what their involvement is exactly, but I do know that they had a huge falling out with Swaggy and Bailey. They are no longer following each other on Instagram and Twitter.
Here's the thing for me. Now, I have been to some reality events that are considered charity, and and I go as talent. Let's just say talent.
Yeah, we know what you're talented at, Deb King.
Oh. She's glowing.
Anyway, no, the talent does not get paid. You volunteer your time. Yes, they may pay to get you there, but as far as being there, that's your time. You're donating your time.
I mean, I understand getting like a little bit of money, but what I don't understand is collecting more than what the actual fundraiser is going to.
Yeah,
I've never been involved in anything like to that magnitude, but whenever I have the little charities I've been involved in, if you volunteer, then you are volunteering. I think every penny of that should have gone to Kevin. And if you couldn't afford to fly out there and you couldn't afford your own room and board, then you shouldn't have gone.
Yeah.
You should. The guy's got cancer. He's in remission now, right?
Yeah.
But the guy's got cancer. You're raising money for cancer. Obviously, he needs help with his bills. Then you give him all the money. I don't want to hear about paying the talent or getting a little bit of money. It's bullshit.
No,
it's a charity event. Trust me. What the fuck is wrong with you when you don't give every penny to somebody who has cancer and you're trying to help him? Oh, what? He all of a sudden went into remission and you don't think he needed it anymore? That's bull crap. I don't even want to hear that excuse, because you still have hospital bills. I have watched people die of cancer and their families are still paying hospital bills. And you think because you were on Big Brother and you're famous that you deserve a goddamn penny? Kiss my ass. I don't care. Bitch, bye. Fight me.
Yeah, I mean, this is really not a good look for Swaggy and Bailey altogether, and it's really crazy how much, like, realityboard.com, which is the longest running reality TV blog out there, they even made like a front page story about this. Like, this really is like going like wildfire right now, and it's really not a good look for Swaggy and Bailey. And it's really a shame. And what's also a shame is that, like, Kevin has reached out to Swaggy on Twitter and saying, like, listen, like, let's just all like talk about this. Let's like work this out like adults. And the whole thing has just been handled like so poorly and like so like childish. And the person that comes out of this like as the victim ultimately is Kevin. He's the one that doesn't benefit from this at all. And it's a shame that, we've had him on the show before. He's such a sweetheart. He's like one of the nicest guys you will ever meet, and one of the only good things to come out of Big Brother 19. And it's just a shame that he is the one that is ultimately being affected by this.
You want to know what a real charity is? I'll tell you a story real quick. What's his name? The lead singer of Aerosmith.
Steven Tyler?
Steven Tyler was in Memphis this week.
Oh, yeah?
Do you know what he did? He built a house called Janie's House for abused women and children. He paid for it. He came out here, cut the ribbon for it. Do you think that he asked to be paid to come out here and do it?
Right.
He did it out of the kindness of his heart. And that is a real celebrity charity.
Yeah.
Google it. Janie's House in Memphis, Tennessee. The man's got a heart of gold. That's what it is, charity. I live in the heart of where charity is. I live where St. Jude Medical Research Hospital is. It runs off charity. Do you think if those motherfuckers were asked, if they volunteered to come to my town to do something for St. Jude, do you know what would have happened if they asked for a penny? They'd be sent packing. You're not that famous. I'm over it. I'm over these people who are self-entitled and think it's okay because you had 15 minutes of fame that you can go act like this. And I take it personal because I've lost people I love to cancer. It makes me sick. It's disgusting. Cute. Real cute. So I am my soapbox now. I apologize.
Yeah. It is disgusting because I've been raising money for charities for many years. I do all different kinds of charities, especially like breast cancer and stuff like that. And I always give of myself. And, if I'm doing, let's say, a cake sale, a cake bake sale or something, all of that ingredients and everything, that's on me. I pay for that. I don't like, whatever I collect from it, I just give it all. I don't take anything. And that's the way you give to charity. Yeah. And by the way, speaking of charity, I am involved in Reality Rally. So just go to realityrally.com, click on my name, and donate in my name. And all the proceeds go to Michelle's place.
And what is Michelle's place?
Cancer Resource Center.
Mm-hmm. And you don't expect a penny, do you? Back
and I don't expect a penny. I do not expect a penny. I never see a penny. No. I will also be donating to myself.
Have you guys also heard about the Big Brother 20 cruise situation that's happening?
I hear
tell me about that.
Something is going to ride, because I did see Josh say that he sees his name on there and he never signed up for it.
Yeah. So basically what happened is this one guy with Norwegian Cruise Line, he basically created this advertisement for like a Big Brother cruise for everybody to go on and like meet like all the past house guests and stuff. They even said that Andy Herron, winner of Big Brother 15, was going to be on there. Meanwhile, Andy has been like tweeting up a storm saying like, I am not like confirmed for this. I reached out to them and asked like what's going on because it's only a month out. And so apparently the guy that was like coordinating all of this, he quit that job. And so like all of his because like this whole event has just been a mess, like all of these like Big Brother alumni have been asking like, hey, so like what's going on with this cruise? Scotty was just on Rob Has a Podcast last week and he was talking about it and he was like, yeah, I mean like we're still not sure if we're actually going because nobody has communicated with us if this is still a thing and if like they're paying for our airfare and like the cruise and like and boarding and stuff like that. So this really is like another like Fire Festival type of situation.
Quite the little shit show.
It's like all of this stuff with like the Falte side of Big Brother 20 is really, really crazy. And I bet like the intelligent people like Rockstar and Haley are just like embarrassed to be like associated with all of this.
Is this just Big Brother 20 people?
Yeah, like the only confirmed people are like Scotty, Rockstar, Haley, Fessy, Swaggy, and Bailey. So that's another thing is like we like who knows like because of this whole like basketball thing are people not going to show up for this, you know, because of course like they don't want to be around each other right now.
Yeah,
so,
exactly. And
the whole thing is just so awkward.
Crispin was problematic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah. And here's the thing with Tyler and Angela, when they first got out of the house, they sold all their Big Brother stuff and actually gave the money to charity.
Imagine that.
Imagine that.
Wow.
That's how you give of yourself.
I mean, I still don't like them at all, but
no, you don't have to like them. That's fine.
Yeah.
But still.
Well, here's to hoping that Big Brother 21 cast will be able to behave better. But hey, like I guess like this is why it made for such a great season of television is because these people are just absolutely crazy.
Let's just act right.
Yeah.
It's not that hard to do. Nancy Pelosi did it last night during the State of the Union address. If she can act right, we can all act right.
Truth. Do you guys want to hear my ancestry DNA results?
Yeah, hold on. Allison, that is President Pelosi. Get it right, girl.
Sorry, I apologize. It's not a political statement. I'm just saying I watched. I was adrift in and out of consciousness during the State of the Union last night. My eyes were glued on Nancy Pelosi. Anyway.
My eyes were glued on Elizabeth Warren. I am so excited she's running for president. But we don't have to get too political here. Okay. So before I reveal my ancestry DNA results, do you guys have any guesses as to what I am?
You're British.
Anything else?
Scottish.
Irish.
Norwegian. Definitely Norwegian. You're so fucking white.
You are white as F.
You gotta be Norwegian. You are so white.
Deb, when you saw me on the dance floor that one time you were in New York, was I like super white then too?
You're so white.
Do I dance like a white boy?
I don't remember your dancing.
Listen to Tyler, I dance like a white boy.
Yeah, I could see that. Okay.
And are we talking at the stripper club?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember because I had all these guys trying to grind up on me.
You should have been like, yes, daddy, sure.
No, because they wanted money. They need to pay me if they want to grind up.
Oh, that's true.
Me.
Yeah.
There's
Allison, you should have been there with us. That was so fun.
We're gonna have a reunion. I mean, one of these days we're gonna meet in person, and it's gonna be freaking epic. And I'm gonna make a show out of it. And I'm gonna record everything.
Oh
but
my
here's
gosh.
here. The only thing I need to know is, are we related? Are we?
We are not related.
Oh God, thank you.
Tyler, are you as black as I am?
Jesus, thank you.
Tyler,
right.
are you as black as I am?
No, you officially have that title. So, Captain Obvious just said, I can post a video of Allison dancing. Yes,
hey,
please
do you
do that.
ever want to have intercourse again? You might want to.
I love the long pause there. Like, I wonder what was actually going through your mind before you said the PG version of that. Okay, so here are the results. I feel like I'm like taking out the Maury like vanilla envelope here. So I am 53% English. I am 38% 38% Irish, and 9% German.
Shocked.
So that's it.
So you're white.
So I am a pasty white boy through and through.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
see that. Now I have to do it. Now I've got to do it. What do you think I am?
Oh God. I wouldn't be surprised if you're like not from this planet.
Wow.
I don't know. I'm really bad at this. Deb, what do you think?
My family's from Ireland.
Yeah,
okay.
She's straight up white girl. Like y'all have no spice.
Yeah. Oh, I know. You guys should. I had some spicy nuggets like this past weekend with like sriracha sauce, and I literally thought I was going to die. It was terrible.
Did it go right through you?
Yes, it did. Why do we always end up talking about shit?
And it's the kind of shit where you're just minding your own business and it just hits you and you've got to go. And you got to watch the speed in which you walk to the bathroom or it's going to come out.
Like a Kato Kaelin type of situation?
A Kato Kaelin kind of situation. Don't need to have your colon massaged.
Oh my gosh. How many people are watching us right now?
15.
15? Okay. That's decent. So let's talk Big Brother a little bit more, shall we?
Yes.
Okay.
What are you guys' thoughts on the season as a whole, especially compared to last season of Celebrity Big Brother?
Oh my God, so much better.
You think so?
It is better than last year. However, I do feel that CBS is protecting the house guests and is not really showing to protect their reputations.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the whole Scaramucci thing, damn well he's self-evicted, and they created that whole line that he wasn't really a player. That's some bullshit. He's self-evicted, and they're just covering up to make it look good so they don't look bad. And
Thomas said, go ahead. I'm sorry.
The other thing is they are really, really catering to these people like they are A-list celebrities. They're getting their laundry done. Like, not just the HOH laundry. Like, everybody's getting their laundry done. They got dry cleaning, and
I wish someone would do my laundry.
Have any laundry to do.
So I will say on that though, Deb, in their defense, the only reason that they're doing dry cleaning instead is because they had to take out the washer and dryer to put in Ryan Lochte's stupid Olympic
what a waste.
Pool thing.
They could have put the washer and dryer in the house. Like, it's common sense. Put it in the freaking house somewhere.
I don't know. I feel like that's a complicated plumbing issue, right?
No, it's not. It's a studio, so no, it's not complicated.
Well, if it's not built, who fucking cares? I don't know.
Big Brother Canada has their washer and dryer right in their bathroom.
Yeah, but Canada's better. Thomas the Talker said, is the finale with 5 house guests? I hate a double eviction as final eviction in CBB season 1. I hope they don't do that again. No, this Friday is a 2-hour show, and it will be, it is a double eviction, which will leave, I don't know how many people are left in the
That'll
house.
bring us down to, we're at 7 right now, I think.
There'll be 5.
Let me just confirm that. Hold on.
I can't count
2, 3.
because I keep forgetting
I
Dina's there.
I heard the finale was with 5 people.
Yeah, we're at 7 right now, so I wouldn't be surprised. Like, we've gotten like no official word on like how the finale is working quite yet, but I would assume that they're doing the same thing, just based on like scheduling and stuff. Hi,
Hey,
Kyle. So another question I wanted. So you guys think that this season is better than last?
I do.
Yeah, absolutely. The gameplay is definitely better. There's more drama. Tom has really caused a lot of drama and made things interesting with his paranoia, which it's amazing. His paranoia is just sent from God above.
And he is just amazingly paranoid. Like, I mean, he is just in his own head, and
his head is so huge with HOH-itis. It's like so swollen. It's like, like a tick on a 10-day suck.
Hey, wound up tighter than a tick on a 10-day suck. Tight. Hey, Bonita said in the chat, for the people who pay for the feed, since they cut the feed so often, are they going to be giving credits for their accounts? Hey, listen, I agree. When they freaking shut down the feeds for 9 hours because Lolo is having a mental moment, is having a very aggressive period, then I seriously, I think we should be comped. Because the bitch is losing it. And I'm going to tell you why she's losing it. Did you ask Kyle if he was coming in here?
Oh, not yet. Kyle, do you want to come on?
You come in for some spoilery chat stuff.
I do want to say, though, and Pokemon just brought this up in the chat, and I was actually going to bring this up. What do you guys think about this cast in terms of like likable characters compared to last year?
I think they're more interesting. I like them better. I think they did a better job of casting this year. It was a yawn fest last year.
I don't know, guys. I don't know. I want to compare I want to compare the final 7 here to last year. So this year we have Dina, Kandi, Lolo, Natalie, Ricky, Tamar, and Tom left. That's our final 7.
Okay.
And the final 7 last year was Brandy, James Maslow was great television. I love
James.
Omarosa. Awesome, great again. Ariadna, Mark McGrath, who played a really great game, Ross Matthews, who played a really great game, and Marissa, our winner. I think that last year's cast was a lot more likable at this point in the game. Of course, like I think like the first half of Celebrity Big Brother has gone a lot better this year because nobody was raging about their breast milk or or anything like that. But I gotta say, like pound for pound, like 1 for 1, I think that I'm enjoying last year's final 7 better than this year.
Well, we have 2 goats in the final 7, so it's
Dina and Kandi are not goats.
They gotta go.
I'll tell you who are goats. Lolo and Natalie are goats.
No, they're not.
I've really been watching Kandi with Tom and talking the way she's talking. I mean, and that just goes back to the whole theory of just because you don't know what someone is doing and what they're doing doesn't mean they're not doing anything. So I would say that Dina is, if I had to pick between the 2, I'd definitely say that she's a goat before I would say Kandi's a goat.
Oh, absolutely.
But
Dina hasn't done anything.
That's not a bad thing in this house, though, is what I'm saying. Do you guys seriously think Lolo wins against anybody in final 2? Come on.
Depends. It depends
on
the speech.
I think she would win against Tom.
I don't think so.
Unfortunately, I think she would, just because people are so freaking butthurt and want to make up scenarios in their heads that they believe to be true. Like Tom spoke to Lolo before the nominations and was talking to her about how, he makes good money doing what he does. And, he doesn't really need the money, and that, she doesn't have health insurance and she's trying to raise money for the Olympics. And he knows that this would help her out and he would be, all for her winning. And he was sincere about it.
I believe that.
Yes, and then she turns around and tells Kandi and Ricky and Tamar and whoever else will listen in that room, in their bedroom, oh, he's throwing it in my face that I've got, I don't have health insurance and that I'm trying to get to the Olympics and blah, blah, blah. And I mean, just completely making him look like a dick.
Yeah.
And and I was just, no, honey, they're just, I don't know. That's nuts.
And furthermore, the people that are out of the game and are potentially voting for her in the end are not blind to this happening. They're out in the real world. People are tweeting at them saying, "Look what Lolo said today. Isn't this super shitty?" That is really influencing their vote in the end. And if we're talking goats, Lolo is the #1 goat.
And now we know why she's a virgin.
And for sure, man, 100%. Nobody wants to dip their in that ink. That crazy. I'm serious. That is insane. Like, I'm sure I don't know. Like I said, I saw her in the chat. I don't know. That is just, people are just, they get so weird and they lose their shit on this show. And you really do get paranoid and you do get lost in your head. But I mean, there just becomes a time, it's either you're lost in your head or you're just really starting to believe lies that you're making up to yourself. That's a check for a mental evaluation. She's making Sam look stable.
I was just about to bring up Sam.
I mean, seriously.
Oh my God. I retweeted that video the other day again. I'm trying to find it. The one where Sam's like, "I will rip this door off its motherfucking hinges," or something like that.
"I will rip this door off its motherfucking hinges, and I will go down that hall, and I will go down to the left, and I'll go down that hall, and
I will take one left, and then I'll take a right, and then a left, and then another left.
I'll take a right, and then I'll take a left, and then I'll be in the parking lot, and I'm gonna leave."
And JC's like, "What kind of movies are you watching, Sam?"
Yeah.
Especially with the whole what was that thing that she said? The curb stomping thing?
Yeah.
Oh, God, that scared me.
Oh, curb stomping? Oh, yeah.
That's disturbing.
Standing there looking like a dumbass. I will tear every door off its hinges on my way out of this mother, and I will absolutely rip these bitches to shreds.
That is literally going to be Allison when she gets cast on Big Brother. Oh my God, I can't wait for that.
I wish.
Allison would be a diary room fucking platinum, not even gold, platinum.
Oh, speaking of diary room platinum, gold, whatever we want to call it, I want to talk about Tamar Braxton for a second. Because at the beginning of the game, she was a little too loud for my taste in terms of winner's equity and who I thought really had a shot here. And I don't think that she should have won this HOH ultimately because she had the power to protect her. It kind of showed her cards in terms of who she was aligning with. So I don't think that was necessarily a good move. Let Tom and Kato and Natalie and Lolo and Ricky kind of duke it out, and you stay in the middle there with Kandi. However, I think that she came out of this week in a better position than I probably thought she would have, and I'm starting to really take her seriously as a threat to win. I think she's that rare example of a celebrity Big Brother player who can get loud, get aggressive, but still make a really good pitch at the end and still win this game.
I think she definitely, out of everybody, she deserves to win the game. I'm just saying.
I love her. I think she's great TV. I really do. But I'm tell you what, I'm ready for Natalie to go. Because she was screaming and yelling and running around when Tamar won HOH as if she won HOH. She couldn't make it any more obvious. When Lolo won HOH. I mean, when Lolo won the veto, I mean, it just got on my damn nerves. I was like, put your shit down. I did not buy tickets to a gun show. Stop.
She literally held that for 30 seconds too.
Oh my God. Get the fuck over yourself. That's so stupid. But I'm ready for Natalie to go because I highly doubt that she got that excited when Tom won HOH. You don't go screaming and flailing around like that when somebody wins HOH. I don't give a fuck how happy you are for them.
Yeah.
Unless you're Michelle Mance with them, you keep your mouth shut.
Shut it.
I mean, that has caused some people to go home, not only this season, but like throughout the course of Big Brother history. So, you know, that's like common sense, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. Is Kyle coming on?
Wow.
Kyle, are you coming on to give us some live feed stuff?
Hello, Kyle.
All right. Well, I that's all caught up. In like Deb and I were updating about like what was happening like right before we came on about how Tom wants to take off Natalie potentially and put up Tamar. I actually don't think that that's like a terrible move. Like I was looking at the votes here and kind of breaking it down, and I think it would be like a 2-2 split. Which would give Tom ultimately the power to take home Ricky himself.
Right, and that's what he wants.
Yeah, Tom is like really itching for this like tie situation where he's the one to stand up and he's the one to like draw like the nail in the coffin type of thing.
But he doesn't want, the house doesn't want Ricky to go though. They want Natalie to go.
Ricky wants to go though.
Ricky
talked to Natalie earlier today and yesterday, and he is ready to go. He's at peace with it. He wants to push Natalie forward. He wants to see her win.
Yeah. And so say Tom takes off Natalie here. So Lolo and Natalie vote to evict Tamar. Dina and Kandi would vote to evict Ricky. So that would leave it a 2-2 split with Tom breaking the tie.
Right.
Boy,
and I think that would be smart on Tom's part as far as making the move that he wants to make. I don't know whether that's going to serve him well in the end game because you still have Lolo and Natalie together, and he can't play for HOH next week. So he's a sitting duck next week. So unless he wins all the vetoes, he's toast.
Yeah,
he's a sitting duck for like 3 days because it's Friday. That's in 2 days. Damn. So, I mean, he probably will be going Friday, and I'm not happy about it, but it is what it is. I'm tired of, Lolo sitting in there talking about how horrible he is, just malicious slander crap. And the feed's cut on her because she's like, how dare you do this to me? She's like, F you, CBS. And they now
that's never a good look.
Yeah, and now instead of cutting to Joey instead of the fish tank, they got to cut to poor Kandi in the kitchen eating somewhere, or Kandi doing something, because they know if they put it on her, it's not going to be bad.
They have to cut to the goats in the pen.
Hey, you know what? You want to hear something funny? I was watching the live feed Sunday, and Lolo was in the bathroom, and the blow dryer cut on by itself.
Oh my God!
It's the ghost of Joey.
Yeah, Captain Obvious and I were watching it, and I was going, "Oh my God, the blow dryer's on," and she's in the bathroom.
That's so funny.
They're using the blow dryer to cut out the sounds of their farts. That's what it is.
Yeah, but she didn't turn it on. She didn't turn it on before she went in there.
She did it today because the camera was on it today. She turned it on for Natalie because Natalie went into the bathroom to take a shit.
Oh, own it.
She turned it on, and then just shit. You take your mic off. They're not going to have the mics on in the bathroom, so everybody.
I don't even think they watch it when you're doing it.
All right. We have a comment in the chat that says, I think there's a shot he pulls a Kevin Martin from Big Brother Canada 5. He is a comp beast.
He has won more comps. He said it tonight while playing pool with Kandi. I've won more comps than Ricky, Lolo, and Tamar combined. He has.
Here's my problem with that argument, though. So
Never say that out loud. Never say that out loud.
Well, he said it to Kandi.
So the reason that I disagree with this approach is that the reason that Kevin Martin's comp wins were so impressive was because there was another person in that house winning all the comps too. So the last like 5 or 6 weeks of Big Brother Canada 5, Dimitri's and Kevin literally won every single competition, and it like they both won out until final 3 when Kevin finally won the last competition and was able to take him out. But there's no kind of like comp beast that's kind of rivaling him in terms of like winning all these competitions and stuff. Plus, like Tom has definitely gotten himself in situations where he is vulnerable. Kevin, like his run is so impressive because he literally was not able to be evicted, whether he won HOH or a power of veto, from like final 8 all the way until final from final 8 on, because he won that last HOH. So I like, yes, like his wins like are a little impressive, especially like relative to the rest of the cast here. But I don't think that that's going to be enough for him to win, and I don't think that the rest of the cast like respects his game enough.
Right.
But it is a possibility that when he gets nominated Friday night, he could very well win.
Oh, sure, absolutely. I'm saying like he could win. He could win to get himself to final 2, but I don't think it's a situation where that will like get him the win. That will get him the jury votes.
I don't know. I think that would be pretty impressive to win out for the rest of the season to get to final 2, regardless of whether you think that he played an aggressive game. Nonetheless, he played the game and he won all the competitions and he got to the end.
Oh my God, Deb, your cat behind you is hilarious.
A Scooter, that's my buddy.
He was looking in the camera.
Give me your paw. Give me your paw. Give me your paw. Give me your paw. Come on. Good boy. Use your game paw.
Well, Friday night's going to be a 2-hour show, so we'll be on pretty late Friday night. You're not going to be able to make Friday, right?
No, I have plans.
Okay. So it's going to be the girls. It's going to be the ladies.
Is Phelan joining you guys?
Yes, it's Fridays with Phelan.
Ladies
I like
night.
it.
Woo, woo.
Ladies, I may put an effort into my appearance. Who knows? I might actually brush my hair.
Probably
Okay.
not.
You know
You're gonna
what?
drag a brush through your head?
God, you try being 41 years old, okay?
Yikes.
Hey,
The hair.
I got you beat.
Yeah, but listen, this is what happens when it's raining and it's humid and Allison doesn't feel like blow drying her hair and I don't know what's happening. You know?
Have you guys watched the show Stranger Things?
Yes.
So I was at I got my friend like a gift, like a spa day for us, and Jonathan and Nancy from Stranger Things were there, and so we had like a 10-minute conversation with them. They were super nice.
Is Nancy that skinny in real life?
Both of them are very thin in real life.
And he's British, right?
Yes, I didn't know that. So like when he started talking, I was like, wait, what? Like I at the beginning, I only saw him, like she wasn't like down there with us yet. And I said to my friend, I was like, is that Jonathan from Stranger Things? And my friend was like, no, I don't think so. It just looks like him. But then he like got in like another bath like with us, and like she came down and I was like, that's definitely them. And they were like all over each other. But like we were talking to them for a little bit and they were just like super nice. Like they just seemed like just like normal people, except skinnier and prettier than us.
Did you plug the show?
No.
Tyler. Did you
We
get
didn't
a
have cell
picture?
phones with us.
Anything?
What?
Nothing.
God.
If
No,
you didn't get a
I
picture,
didn't
it
want to like
happen.
I didn't even like bring up Stranger Things with them. I just wanted to like treat them like normal people, you know?
Yeah, sometimes that's nice. Sometimes
Yeah.
they appreciate
Like
that,
I
you know?
photographed an event for ASOS this week, and Drake Bell was there, and I had no idea that he would be there. He just like walked up like to the step and repeat where I was taking photos, and I just like took 2 pictures of him just like everybody else, and he was like really nice and sweet too. So I guess like this week is like celebrity week for myself.
I have no idea who Drake Bell is. Who is he?
He was from that Nickelodeon show Drake and Josh.
I never. Is that the twin show? Were they
No.
twins?
No.
Before that, he was on the Amanda Show.
Okay, these are Disney Nickelodeon shows. I'm 41 years old. If you want to talk to me about Disney Nickelodeon shows, we got to go back to the 80s.
I wonder if he's been on any movies lately. I don't think so. But I was surprised to see that I was taller than him because I'm not like a tall guy at all. But
how tall are you?
I'm like 5'10".
Oh, you're tall. I'm 4'11". Oh, but listen to this. My acting teacher did a movie with Danny DeVito and Matt Damon called Rainmaker they shot in late 96. And he was still teaching class while he was filming the movie. And one of the first things I said, Red, please, just tell me I'm taller than Danny DeVito, please. And he was like, oh, yeah, you're taller than Danny DeVito. So I was really worried. Maybe by 2 inches.
Drake Bell was on the challenge, Allison.
Which one?
He was on
Champs versus Stars or something?
Yeah, Champs versus Stars, season 3.
Okay, I have to go back and look. I'm just an old woman. I don't know who anybody is, okay?
He made it pretty far.
Yeah, but I'm older than you and I know who he is.
Okay, stop it. Don't team up on me. Don't you dare. Just stop.
Saying.
Deb, shush.
I babysat some children, so they watched that crap. So.
Oh, I babysat too, and everyone watched what I wanted to watch, okay?
Let's see.
Anything else?
Yeah, so the finale is 1 week from today. Do we want to lock in who we think is our winner at this point?
No.
I'm going to say Tamar.
I'm thinking Tamar. Yeah, I would definitely vote for her.
I'm going to say... I want to say Dina, but that's too good to be true here. I'm gonna say Kandi. I think
that would make me vomit. If Dina won, that would really make me want to vomit.
It's only Celebrity Big Brother, Deb. It's very casual gameplay.
No, it's not. It would make me want to vomit.
I would love to see a Tamar win, but I think it'll be Kandi.
You know what we need to do? We need to do a Survivor precast analysis.
Yeah, we'll do that. Well, when does Survivor start? We have like a week between Celebrity Big Brother ending and Survivor starting, so we will definitely do like a cast assessment of some kind because that was so funny when we did it for Ghost Island. That was like one of my favorite shows we ever did.
We always have fun when we do those.
Yeah, maybe I should get like super high before I do that show.
Yeah, you mean you're not now?
No, I'm not. You'd be able to tell if I was. And Pokemon says in the chat their winner pick is Kandi. Cool. So that's it for us, unless you guys had anything else.
Go to realityrally.com and donate in my name.
Yes, donate to Deb.
Yes, please go do that. Other than that, we will be back Friday night. What time does the show come on Friday? Is it 8 or 9?
It's 2 hours, so I would assume 8.
Okay, so we'll be on after Friday's show. It'll be me, Deb, and Ms. Phelan Fairchild. So, hide your feelings. But with that being said, thank you so much for watching tonight. Please subscribe to My Weekly Meltdown on YouTube and like it on Facebook. You can follow me on Instagram at the.memphis.darling and at Twitter at Summers, SOMMERS 1977. And guys, how can they find you?
I'm on Twitter at My Next Life Debbie, DEBI.
And I'm on
Tyler, where can we find you?
Yeah, I am on Twitter at TLyons, TLYONZZ. And if you need a wedding photographer, go to scratchstudios.co, not .com.
And he is awesome. I'm just going to have to tell the truth. He is
Thank
awesome.
you. Allison's like rolling her eyes.
What is that? Anyway, no, you're a very gifted, talented photographer. And when we meet in person someday, you're taking some pictures of me.
Deal. I will definitely do that.
Tyler, I need a photo shoot. Can you come down here?
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't make a smart ass comment about my new profile picture of me and Finley and our Valentine's stuff.
Oh God! Wait, hold on.
What?
I saw it, but I was like busy.
Listen,
Okay.
it's got 6 whole likes.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Picture of you and your abuser.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about what he did to me after that picture, but you can only imagine.
Oh my God. Literally, how do you make this?
It's an app that I got that does special effects and does all kinds of stuff. It's called BB12, BB12. No, actually, that's something else.
Well, there's a YSL in the corner.
You know what? Just fuck off. Here's what I do. I go to, you're just jealous. It's called Photo Lab.
Okay.
And I love it.
How many effects do you put on there at once?
You can only do one at a time.
Ugh.
But I was trying to do a new profile picture and I sent a bunch to Deb because I was afraid of what you would say. So I had her approve them first.
You know me so well.
I have like one with butterflies and shit. And
I vetoed. I'm like, no, like veto. Nope.
Oh
what is it? I'm like, what is all this butterfly shit? This is not Valentine's.
But I was like, it looks so cute. It's like, you scream, lonely, desperate cat lady.
So we settled on the one with her and her cat.
Yeah, with Valentine's Day attire. So yeah, and that doesn't scream desperate, lonely cat lady at all.
Oh, good
Not
Lord.
at all.
Not at all.
All right, guys, we're done.
Hey, wait. My Valentine's Day picture is going to be me.
Just you.
Just me.
Okay.
Alone
and
happy.
There you go. That's the way to be. Is
thing.
Alone and happy, and we don't need weirdos.
Yes.
No.
We're done with these psychotic weirdos who think things belong to them that don't.
You don't own me.
You don't own me.
All right.
Okay. Anyway, so I'm done. I'm stopping the show.
Me too.
We'll see you guys Friday. Bye.
Bye.
Deuces.